Today, we've got 3 of the PDC's finest in the hot seat. Damon Heta, Ryan Searle, and Luke Woodhouse. Tackling the internet's most searched questions from serious darts talk
But I have a eye disease called dominant optic atrophy.
to total nonsense.
Yeah, dad meets mum, have kids, this guy comes out.
Let's see what the web really wants to know.
What darts does Ryan Searle use? Yeah, I use my own 32 grams Harrows darts. Yeah, that's it basically. Pretty easy, pretty simple. What is Ryan Searle? Nickname. Nickname is Heavy Metal. Pretty self-explanatory. Where was Ryan Searle born? I was born in Tiverton in Devon. Is Ryan Searle related? Wow, am I related to Luke Humphreys? No, not quite. He's my good friend. Is Ryan Searle legally blind? It's getting there, pretty close, but no, not quite. I can only just legally drive. That's basically what I could.
Oh, does it affect your game?
So I wear contacts now, so it's not quite as bad. My vision's not quite as blurry, so I don't have to stop and ask what I've scored and what's this and what's that. But that's helped my game a lot because I'm not having to stop and pause and ask all the time. But I have a eye disease called dominant optic atrophy, which is just a genetic thing. I've only found this out in the last sort of year, 18 months, because my daughter has it, and it comes sort of in different severities, if that's a word. So mine is fairly bad. She's got it really bad, so she's registered as visually impaired, which counts as a disability, and she'll probably never be able to drive or anything. So I've just been talking to a charity about this, where they're trying to raise money to help find a cure for it, because there's no cure for it. That you basically, whatever you're born with is the vision that you've got. There's nothing to help improve it. So I'm gonna have a patch on my shirt saying about the charity and stuff like that, and try and raise a bit more awareness about it and see if we can get something towards a cure.
We're here at Harrows. Harrows have kindly invited us over here. We're going to do some content. We're going to look at how darts are made. We're going to have a look at the office, meet the team, all in sights. How many years have you been here?
47.
47 years.
Yep, I'm Andrew. I work as head of design at Harrows Darts.
And who's the most troublesome to design the dart for?
This could be car crash TV or it could be good.
Here exclusively at Dartshopper.
Right, we're good?
Let's go.
Right, first question. Is Damon Heta married? Yes, we were married on the 30th, 10/10. So yeah, we're coming up 15 years. Crazy, crazy. Yeah, being this young as well, you wouldn't think 15 years married, but yeah, it is. Is Damon Heta a Forest fan? Yes, I've had to adopt a team after several years of being here and several times being asked, and I didn't know anything about football really. I started doing the fantasy football, and that's what got me into knowing players and teams and stuff. So, and everyone picks a team from where they're born or where they're from or whatever. So I picked a team when I first stopped in Nottingham Forest area. So that's my team, and I watched them get promoted and yeah, onto Premier League. So yeah, that's how I got into following the Forest. Right, is Damon Heta Australian? Well, yes. Yes, so my mum is Australian, but my dad is Māori. So yeah, I'm half and half Kiwi, you could say. But yeah, obviously I was born in Australia. So is Damon Heta a Kiwi? Well, we're just, yes. As explained, yes. So my dad's from New Zealand. And he came over to Australia like when he was like 7, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, so obviously, yeah, dad meets mum, have kids, this guy comes out. So yeah, bit of a half and half, a Mozzie, a Maori Aussie. There you go. Right, last question. Damon Heta, nickname. Well, I got a few of those. A lot that we can't say. Because my friends would call me some bad names, but no. Look, nickname The Heat, it just came up. It was very hard to pick a nickname. It is very hard. I think I started off with The Crusader. It just didn't fit. And I even spent a whole weekend with my friends just trying to pick something, and just The Heat because my last name Heta, the anagram of that, being from Australia, hot and stuff, I think it just suited well. But I have a self-proclaimed nickname. I call myself D-Rod, only because it happened with cricket that they were going to call me the meerkat. So I had to like jump on something straight away, and that's what I jumped on. So everyone, yeah, can call me D-Rod.
Can we have you just quickly try the Crusader Officer?
Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. But there it is. That's you. A charge.
Here's Luke Woodhouse. Married. I am married, yeah. I have been married for 9 years this year. Very happily married as well. Married, 2 kids, the full package. What darts does Luke Woodhouse use? So I use 21 gram Harrows, Luke Woodhouse, my own set of darts, generation 2. So I've been using them now for probably about 12 months. Oh, tall is Luke Woodhouse, not old. I'd like to say I'm 6 foot, but I'm nowhere near 6 foot. I am about 5'10", I think. I can't remember the last time I was measured. I'm around 5'10". So when is Luke Woodhouse playing next? I think the next major will be probably the match play. I'm in the spots for the match play at the moment. So yeah, that'll be the next sort of televised event. When did Luke Woodhouse turn pro? I got my tour card in 2018. I think I actually turned fully professional about 6 months after I got my tour card, purely down to sort of slightly being forced into it by the job I was doing before, wouldn't let me go part-time. So yeah, I just sort of took the jump, took the plunge, and look, it's turned out okay, and now I'm in the top 32 of the world.